no more maintain your lane. These guys that are in 5, 6, and 7 are going to be shooting, try to get out front and get across for that turn buoy on this this first turn here.
Yeah, as the field sorts out, we can always go back over the personnel on the boats. But I want to see this start because this is going to be something.
They are going quickly.
All right, the race is on. Getting ready for the green flag
Yellow
to
flag
drop.
Is still up.
Yep.
Yellow.
They're holding them, and
they're doing
Southernmost Continental Championship ready to get underway. Still holding that yellow flag.
There's a lot of people in the. Here comes Great L making a move up. Dirty Money's kind of back.
A lot of them
hanging off.
Well, they might be squeezing in out there, and that pace boat's only so far out. And so if the guys on the inside of the course aren't far enough in, it's going to leave them all cramped in. It's probably what's going on.
This is the longest we've seen a start held yet today.
Yeah, they're jammed up. They need to restart that.
They almost need to bring them back to the harbor and do this again to get it right.
Yeah, you know, we can start on both sides of the Fury boat down there coming out of the harbor, and these guys didn't do that, and they just didn't leave any room for these guys to get up in there.
I got to believe at this point you
bring them back.
Bring them back and restart. The yellow
so
flag
now
is
we
still
just
up.
turned it into a parade lap, and this is where these boats.
I mean, is this a parade lap?
No.
No, because Class 1.
Only Class 1 is supposed to do one, but.
Yeah, Pro Class 1.
No, my bad. They're doing a parade lap. They're having a parade lap for Supercat. That's what's going on right now.
You think so?
I heard. Somebody told me this morning.
I thought during the drivers' meeting they only said.
Our apologies.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I did not hear that official announcement.
That's what's going on. Yeah, they're doing parades on this one.
Because I was going to say with the way these guys cut the fuel so close, this could.
Well, they had to build that into the mix. So
I forget before we didn't make it out to the race earlier, and I've been stressed out since we didn't. And I was talking to Jay Moeller, and he said this is the first time Supercat's ever done a parade lap.
Yeah, I think race officials were even having second thoughts about even having Pro Class 1 do it, because especially what you do in the harbor, they're going to have to deal with that, trying to get around down there by the hotel turn. You can't go 8 wide down there. So I'm supposing they've sorted that out and figured it out. Good shot from the X Insurance Helicam here on the live stream.
And what a cam that is. Thank you to those guys for bringing that bad boy out in that helicopter.
Yeah, Rick Lindsay and the entire team. 7 boats sponsored in Key West.
I hear he's trying to get an 8th.
Is he? Wouldn't that be nice?
Is that a canopied 35 fountain with staggered KTE engines?
There's a rumor going around there. You never know. You never know.
Bill Shipley, good to have you back. We haven't seen you since Key West last year, man.
Man, I know it. It's been a long year. Been busy working, busy. This has been a bad year for Team Woody Racing. That fountain is, we've been having, we had to tear it apart last year, obviously, because we tore the bottom off at Clearwater Beach, and then barely got it fixed by the start of the year in April. Got it back, had to rig it in 2 weeks, get to Cocoa Beach. Started the year, had engine problems. Those were out as well. We had those rebuilt, so it's just been a rough year for us, man.
Yeah, getting a good look overhead. That's between 1 and 2 from the X Insurance Helicam. These big 38-foot, some 40-foot catamarans, mostly skaters. 388 skater is the dominant boat in this class in terms of the most hulls, and the most recent world championships have all been tied up with 388 skaters. You got power up and down the line. Sterling so power, naturally aspirated
Sterling,
engines. Yep.
Goodwin.
Yeah, Goodwin.
HRE.
Carbureted engines.
Pee-wees.
They got engines from everybody.
You can do the home brews. I mean, if you want to, the HRE for the Great L boat from Canada. This one, they bring a lot of noise, full-throated sound when they come through the harbor. The tractor pipes on the Dirty Money are big fan favorites. Dirty Money has shown a lot of acceleration, Eric. A boat that shows a lot of acceleration at the start and out of the turns, and they have a different program. They approach things a different way. They've employed a lot of people from different platforms of motorsports to try and make their team better. They use a weather station, take that data to rejet their carburetors. Their approach is a bit different. Superstock, the rules were changed in 2012 to get the more reliable engines, to campaign engines longer. Dirty Money's taken a little bit of a different approach, but it didn't change the fact that IMCON is now the 4-time reigning national champion, and they're looking for their 3rd consecutive world championship with their 388 skater and Sterling power.
Well, you look at what Goodwin's done in pulling classes and pulling competition, and that's all torque, and torque is acceleration. So
Yeah.
that's why you see them pull the way they do.
Well, they changed the rule on the heads they can
Yeah.
use too. And so when they opened up that rule and they decide they can do whatever they want to, the cylinder heads on these engines, you just started seeing massive horsepower increases and torque increases.
Yeah, you get mad scientists then.
You can make a lot of power in those heads.
Dirty Money likes to rejet the carburetor again for the weather. They have a weather station. And I think you may see more boats starting to use that technology. It's something that's used in other platforms of racing, especially in drag racing, where they're trying to get 0.2 of a second, as opposed to 3 or 4 or 5 miles an hour. So at the same time, when it comes to dependability and reliability, Dirty Money did have some issues, ran out of gas in Marathon, had a hatch break loose when they were in the lead at Ocean City. IMCON always there in the hunt, but this class up and down. WHM's had a great season. No one's won more Super Cat World Championships since the reset of the rules in 2024 than WHM Motorsports. Jay Muller and Billy Moff with 4 championships.
Well, the Muller boys even got a checkered flag this year.
They did.
In Wicked.
They sure did in Michigan City.
They'll have to be on the pole in the 40 motion. Good to see them back out there this season.
I was talking with Jay this morning before we raced, and he said it's his 30th year to race here at Key West. Jay Muller. Billy Moff's at 47 years.
Yep.
And then you got the Austin Holmes boat.
Now,
watched it test the other day, that 40-foot
Now
outer
we
limits.
got to looks like they're going to be trying to
they're
start.
bringing them up.
'Cause this cigarette Top Gun is
Again,
he's about where he can be.
the rest of the field, Gray Dell
Nice
from
lineup.
Canada.
Green, green,
Hancock,
green
Hancock,
flag.
Hancock claims.
We are
Here
racing.
we go. We are underway. Super Cat
WHM.
Racing. The race is on. The Key West World Championships, Southernmost Continental Championships. IMCON going
Gradell.
past WHM. Gradell with some good speed early. Back to the X Insurance Helicam.
Hancock. Farnsworth looks good hanging in there too. That's good for them. That's in that boat.
Austin Holmes is coming up alongside Gradell in lane 2 or lane 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are.
And here comes Dirty Money on the outside of WHM.
IMCON
So
should command the inside lane.
this turn should be interesting.
That's what about 15,000 horsepower looks like out there right now.
Big jump
gonna hear
there
it
for
come
Austin
through here.
Holmes.
Yep.
They get that boat settled down, though. A little too much air.
And you look
got
up
to
at,
keep that boat in the water.
and Chief Referee Mark Austin is in the helicopter above that first turn. He's planted there, keeping an eye on everything.
So IMCON with the lead, going around turn number 1. Lap number 1 of 10. Super Cat Racing here for the World Championships in Key West. Half the points today, full race on Sunday, and double the points.
Myrick Coyle pulling triple duty today.
That's a long day in water like
Super
this.
Cat Class 1 and Super Stock to end it. So he goes from the big SUV down to the Miata for the last race of the day.
Right.
Okay, somebody's coming in to
Challenge on the
IMCON.
hip.
Yep.
Let's see who's outside of
We're looking back in the
IMCON.
pack. That's Hancock Claims
Yep.
and WHM Motorsports.
So Anthony Smith from New Jersey on the throttles in that boat. They've got brand new Cassie engines.
Christian McCauley driving it.
Yep.
Your top 2 boats coming around. Fans at Fort Zachary Taylor are watching these boats. Little air for your leader right there. Settles back down. Now again, some skip for the leader in Super
Yep.
Cat class. It has been IMCON. We're looking through the glare right now as they come down the chute in Key West Harbor.
That involuntary lane change.
And
there.
it's IMCON, Tyler Miller and Myrick Coyle with the lead. Dirty Money in second, 3 seconds behind.
Third, Gradell.
Gradell
Austin
and-
Holmes fourth. Hancock fifth. 08 CR sixth. WHM seventh and Wicked eighth.
It's about a 4-second lead for IMCON over Dirty Money. Let's see how they come
Yeah.
out of the turn.
That's what I want to see.
Looking from the X Insurance Helicam, on top that's Austin Holmes, Vinny DiOrio, and
Matt
Matt Jaminski. And looking at your leader, IMCON.
Just for everyone watching out here, the Wicked boat there, it was in 8th place. The Moeller boys, Jackson, Chase Moeller, their dad's throttling the WHM boat as well right now, so they're competing against each other. Pretty cool deal right there.
So Dirty Money out of the turn, still right about 5 seconds behind IMCON.
And Tyler's got it hooked up. whoever made the call. Who's the crew chief there? Billmeyer, is it? Jason? I can't remember, but looks like they made a good call.
They made a very good call.
So MCon may have pulled some speed there. We'll check them once they get out to 2. Had a 5-second lead coming out of the turn.
Off camera, it looks like Great L is pulling up on Austin Holmes.
Yeah, and WHM's making a move around some guys right now,
Good
too.
shot
He's
of
passing,
that classic skater.
Hancock Farnsworth.
Yep.
Yep. High freeboard, 40-foot skater designed by Billy Moff. Good shot of the 388 Dirty Money.
Britt
Lilly,
Lilly.
Bill Pyburn.
Anybody's race still. That's just one lap. You know, you guys will come out of nowhere and chase you down. One mistake, one bad bump,
And
one wide turn, and somebody can take it away from you.
Yeah, heading into turn 1, Dirty Money remains 5 seconds behind MCon. Now across the southerly stretch of this course, a 4.48-mile course. So they're heading, into that east-southeast wind, the waves kind of leading into the bow at a slight angle. And now coming down around the fans on the Fury. What a shot they get every race. Yep. So down around turn number 2, Dirty Money down to a 4-second interval.
They're
behind.
coming inside too.
Yeah, they have a
let's see what
tighter
kind of move.
line.
Let's
There's
see
that
what
wide turn. Be careful.
Okay, we do have one of 2 buoys down in turn 2.
Here come your top 2 boats. They battled all year long in Supercat. MCon continues to lead after lap number 2. And MCon.
That's less than 2 seconds.
2-second lead down.
Yeah, they lost 3 seconds on that wide turn is what happened. Dirty Money dove inside there and picked up a good amount of distance on them.
Okay, crew chief at MCon is Jake Lechleiter.
Jake Lechleiter, that's right.
And now WHM is up. Great L's up to 3rd. And they're pulling away from Austin Holmes. Vinny DiOrio, Matt Jaminski. Great battle here. Hancock, CR, and WHM. What are we calling Farnsworth in 5th?
And
yes.
WHM 6th?
Yes.
And then CR 7th?
Correct.
It looked like someone was coming off throttle out there, turn 1. Oh, it was the Muller guys. Here they are. They're coming through now.
Here comes MCon. Off camera.
Pulling it back out.
Lead still
Yep.
about 3 seconds. Gained about a second in the turn. There's MCon, that's Dirty Money from the Exeter and Telecam.
Now, what's the benefit of the tractor pipes, Billy?
It's just for show. No, so we can get in that hatch without having to move
just good
stuff.
sound.
And also, you get the tractor pipes in, you can take off the tailpipes, and it's more room to work on your boat when you're back there. So that's really the main benefit. That's why we have them. Seems like we're back there working on something all the time, or checking things out. This morning we had the impellers. I told you over there, 2 impellers go out. We had to jump in there and change those out this morning. Part of it, man. It's part of it.
You looked clean.
We'll live another day, yeah.
Special shout out.
Now look at it looks like Dirty Money's gaining ground here. Look at this.
Oh, they're right on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are right on.
They're alongside them. They're pulling around.
Oh, they're going around.
Let's see if. Whoa. Nope, that flew level. That was a nice job there by Bill keeping the trim tight. But they just got past that MCon on the 3rd lap.
They must have hit one of those unexpected holes out there. That turn's never the same. I don't care if you run 50 laps out there. It's 50 different turns on that corner.
Let's see if we can get the interval
but
here.
Something's got to be going. Look at this.
MCon is they're pulling away from MCon here.
Yeah, they're not running full speed.
They aren't. And after 2 laps, MCon's now pulling
they're coming
off plane. The big problem for MCon.
Man.
Here
what a
today
race.
in Key West.
So what's that do to the rest of the fleet here? Somebody's moving up into second.
Great L will be in second.
Will be up in a second.
And
although let's let them come by.
Yeah.
But now, here's Dirty Money.
See,
wouldn't surprise me with Gray Dale. Billy Moore, this is his favorite place to race, and his best water is the biggest ones you can get in front of him.
So here comes Dirty Money. Lilly and Pyburn now in the lead. They had been cutting a second off the interval of MCon. And MCon with trouble after the turn at 1 on lap number 3. Here comes Graydell, your number 2 boat, another 388 skater with HRE power. It's a 20-second lead for
And here's
Dirty Money over Graydell.
Austin Holmes moves up to 3rd, but they're getting more of a challenge from WHM now. So Billy and Jay have moved up. CR's 5th.
You know, Austin Holmes, once they got those carbureted motors in there from Sterling, that boat came alive.
Yeah, they got brand new Sterlings in this week.
Yeah.
So the battle's really for 3rd. Austin Holmes being challenged by
Farnsworth is off.
WHM
Looks
and
like
CR Racing.
They're on one motor.
Farnsworth's down on power, yep.
Yeah, they're on one motor. That big rooster tail told that. Yeah. Vinny was running those 860 Mercuries for a couple of years and couldn't get up there. Man, they put these Sterlings in and it's a rocket.
I know it's probably more of a perspective thing, but those windshields on that outer limit look so small.
They're tiny.
Here comes the...
You don't got to see much, though, just right in front of you.
Yeah, as long as you're level.
2014 World Championship hull and MTI.
Broadco.
Yeah, the old Broadco boat that Chuck Broadus and Grant Bruggeman drove to a World Championship, now being campaigned by the Hancock Claims team.
So in defense for Hancock and Farnsworth and those Cossie engines, they had to do some work on those. They had the heads off of them the other day. So,
yep.
You know, they only had one day to test, and it was pretty crappy water, and they couldn't run at full speed. So, you know, hey, they worked on it all day long and got the compression down where it needed to be on those engines. And
we want to say condolences to Wynn on the passing of his dad, too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
CR Racing and Rob Understall, Casey Boaz.
The old Jimmy John's Performance Boat Center.
It is. I believe the Graydell boat is one of the old steel boats, isn't it?
And AMH, I think.
That's right. It was.
That's correct.
That's correct.
And even Tyler Miller campaigned it as an MCON boat.
That's right. He
sold
did.
it.
Yep.
He sold it to Billy. I was like, why'd you sell him that boat?
It was
good
steel,
boat.
and then you just said it. I'm sorry.
AMH.
And then it was
AMH
then it was the
MCON, and then
MCON.
the Graydell.
Yeah. Here's your leader, Dirty Money. Big hit there.
Hancock's still making some laps. They got to get these points. That's the most important part. Anybody else could break as well, and so
Haven't seen Wicked come by either.
I have not seen them either.
And we haven't seen the MCON team either after coming off plane last lap. 4 laps of 10.
Yep.
Dirty Money. You know, they finished on the podium in Key West last year. They revamped that hull. It was a 4-seater. It was the old Clovar boat that got in that truck accident.
Yep. Went back to skater, basically rebuilt it.
Graydell from Toronto.
MCON's down out there at turn 2, and their support boats are right there next to them.
CJ Grant and Billy Moore in second in the Graydell. So 2 skaters on top.
And they just announced today a race in Toronto next season.
Austin Holmes and Outer Limits.
Yep.
WHM 4th. CR Racing in 5th.
You know, when I see the attrition in all these other boats, especially these bigger classes like this, it kind of lifts my spirits. It happens to everybody, you know. I hate to say it.
Even the guys with the full crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt my feelings as bad now. I'm glad that, I hate that they're breaking down out there, but man, it sure makes me
the
feel
elements
better.
are the ultimate equalizer.
Attrition it's usually the deciding factor in most of these
Hancock
races.
is idle now, so they probably don't want to burn up the second engine.
Well, they got a smoke trail coming out behind them too out
Yeah.
there, so something's going on with that motor as well.
Tough day for them.
Looks like oil.
What a great riding boat that is.
They've done a beautiful job with that boat.
They have. Bill Piber told me that he has more time in a 388 skater he thinks than anybody. He had the first Pleasure 388 that he just put thousands of hours in.
And I believe he's had a bunch of them after that.
Yeah.
He has, absolutely.
And his son Jack is having a heck of a year at Florida. He's a Gator. And
Yep.
I believe one of his boats is in Texas.
From what I hear, the kid's a legit NFL prospect.
He is. Oh, we were watching him the other day play ball. He is great.
Yeah, he said that's some good plays in that Georgia game, although it was a loss for the Gators. Back to the action, Super Cat watching Dirty Money go across 1-2 here on lap number 5, just about the halfway point. They were right on the transom of MCON over the first couple of laps. and then went past them on lap number 3. Imcon's down on the course. And Dirty Money at our last interval had a 20-second lead over Gray Dell. It's their day today.
Be curious to. I'm not saying that yet.
Be careful.
But I'm curious to see if Billy's going to try to make up time, Billy Moore, or if it's one of those things where he's like, okay, they're out there, let's just take second and make sure we keep that.
Yeah. Sunday's double points, so it's anybody's race again, even though we didn't have Wednesdays. I don't think anybody wanted to race on Wednesday. That was pretty gnarly out there, 10-footers.
Oh, my gosh, on Tuesday when, I don't know if it was Tuesday or it might have been, but one day MCON was out here and they just took a gnarly flyer.
I just heard a miss in the when they came by here just now in the Dirty Money racing boat, so I hope that engine holds together for them. It's popping a little bit.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through.
Yeah.
Here comes number 2.
Oh, well, that was Dirty Money just then, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's lap 5. Graydell.
24 seconds off the pace of your leader, Dirty Money.
Pretty sure Graydell put in brand new engines this week, too. Brought some more down here and installed them at the pits.
And now, okay, Vinny and Mike are still. And this is another one of those boats where they had no baseline. They had to do it all themselves.
WHM, I mean, only a 2-second interval between them and even less for CR Racing behind WHM.
And it's good to see Austin Holmes coming into the sport.
Yes.
But when you talk about presentation, there isn't a better looking setup than what Vinny and Matt have with that truck and that. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, those are his business trucks. I think he has like 13 or 14 of those trucks look just like that, and they actually do business with them every day.
There goes Dirty Money, continuing the lead. Who I saw?
It'll be interesting to listen when they come by this time.
Yeah, Wayne Valder is in.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, I thought I was going to go through my first Key West race in recent memory without seeing Wayne, and boom, who pops up?
Yeah, we saw the jersey show up, and there they were.
The Pro Floors team, yeah.
MCON's refusing to tow. They're coming in their own power. That's good. Good to see.
Unless they're towing the cigarette.
They could be.
Or is that an MTI?
It's an MTI.
Yep. They had a cigarette.
They had a Hawk, and they got the MTI this year. Beautiful boat, man.
After the early lead, the 388 Skater, they're going to be back out on the water in our next race in the Pro Class 1 Series.
There's Wicked and Farnsworth right out behind them, so bit of attrition. But here we have WHM making a run at Austin Holmes going out into turn 1, or is this between 1 and 2? No, this is going to turn 1, but now back out. Here's Dirty Money.
Yeah, WHM was catching up to him coming out of the turn here, or out of the turn 3 in Harbor.
Let's see what Billy's trained ear picks up.
Ooh, big flyer in WHM.
Off camera.
Yeah, off camera, turn 1, he hit a big hole. Sorry about that.
No, Billy, it's good. You let us know when you see something. And here comes Dirty Money round again.
They stood that thing straight up on that hole.
Dirty Money is owned by Bo and Tiffany Renfro, which is a little different that the owner's not in the boat.
I don't know if that's a rev limiter or a cylinder, but it's still moving pretty dang quick right now. So I don't think they're too worried about it.
I'm wondering, probably limiter.
Probably limiter. They're losing weight. They're burning fuel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's getting up on the props a little more, and they're getting on the rev limiters and those things.
7,000 RPM limit for these boats. About a second closer is Gray Dell, but still quite a ways back. This is where the real battle is.
Yeah, WHM is going to be
and Austin Holmes.
3rd and 4th. I mean, Austin Holmes holding on to 3rd.
He's holding it too.
WHM and Chase and CR Racing, which will come into your picture momentarily on the live stream.
After Austin Holmes' near miss there at Sheboygan this year, I think Vinny just said, okay, let's just let it eat. If we can do that without going over, we can just run it as hard as we can.
Dirty Money coming out of the turn. It's their race to win with the 4 laps left to go here in the Super Cat race in Key West. We'll have a moment. I'd like to say hey to one of our live stream viewers, Jake Glassberg, who was in town actually. Big fan of Offshore Powerboat Racing, came in for the Wednesday race, and we got chased off by a hurricane. Sorry we didn't get a chance to catch up with you, Jay, but thanks for tuning in to the live stream, and we appreciate all of you out there watching on the Maximum Inflation live stream here on Race World Offshore's Facebook page and our YouTube channel, also at rth.tv and Victory Plus across iOS and Google Play, as well as the Zone 97.7 Sports Radio from the Porte Performance Broadcast Center. Porte Performance, with Scott Porte at the helm, leads the way in hydrodynamic and aerodynamic technology for the marine industry. At Porte Performance, we build performance into everything. Good look at...
here's Jay and Billy.
Yep, battle for third place.
Where is the legend Porte today? Is he going to sit down up here and do some super stock?
He's at the Workboat Show.
Yeah, he's getting ready to head to the...
Making money.
Man, what a guy.
In New Orleans. Wouldn't we...
He's been down in Australia putting a new bottom on a Donzi 22 Classic that is getting crazy power. That just sounds so frightening.
Yep.
Those 22 Classics are not meant for that.
He and his lovely wife Haley just got back from there, and now they're on their way to the Workboat Show in New Orleans. Couldn't make Key West. Of course, you know, he was bummed about that, but work comes before play.
And they've done real well with that Project Perfect Storm.
They sure have.
And here's Dirty Money.
Dirty Money leading.
Sounded fun. Oh.
Sounded good that time. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
With Great Allen Chase.
That's one of those things where you're looking away so you can listen better. Yeah, Graydell holding station. They're going to be smart about it from this point.
Oh, they've got to be ecstatic with their position right now. As does Austin Holmes and WHM, trying to move up.
Yeah.
For that number 3 podium spot here. And here is your battle with CR Racing, not far off. Still riding on the inside, WHM. 3 laps to go.
Now,
CR Racing just behind in 5th.
With Austin Holmes running a wider line, it makes me wonder if they might have a taller prop, so they're trying to keep the speed and the RPM up. And Billy's going to try to get under him.
Yeah, he will dive on those buoys, and you know, those two strategies are perfect. They both work great. It's, you know, if you stay wide and stay fast, or you have to dive under, but you lose some speed. But again, like right now, he did it right there. Billy Moff did it in the turn right there. They're going to come out of this turn 3 side by side because Austin Holmes went wide on it, and exactly what I said, Billy Moff dove on that buoy, and there they are side by side coming out of turn 3 in the harbor.
All right, back on camera, we got Dirty Money from the X Insurance Helicam. And now back to...
That's Dirty Money.
Yeah, it's Dirty Money from the shore-based camera.
Here's WHM.
Look at
pulling.
side by side.
Looks like one, there's 2.
Yep.
It's pulling Austin Holmes.
So,
and that boat's getting light.
So,
well, you would think the skater's going to be more affected by the wind because of the profile and the freeboard. But it never seems to bother him that much.
That's 47 years of experience right there.
Yeah,
when you build a boat, you know.
That boat, you know, Billy built that boat for the rough, and with Key West in mind, I can guarantee you a little air there for Dirty Money.
And he's building the new boat.
Yes.
Settle it down.
I think it's pretty close to coming out of the molds up there at Skater.
Oh, this is a great look at the drag race. I think Billy's got him.
Yep, Billy's got the inside line at turn number 1.
And he can drive.
Yeah, Austin Holmes in second.
You know, he carried one of those buoys around the course in Cocoa Beach one year. Remember, he stabbed it and it was stuck on his sponson. And he made like 2 or 3 laps before it came off.
They continue to battle. Last look here in the harbor, Austin Holmes edged him. Dirty Money comes roaring by with those Goodwin Performance engines. 388 skater, 8 laps of 10 completed. Here comes your number 2 boat again, Great Dell, another 388 skater with HRE power, Chris Grant and Billy Moore. They like their position. heading into Sunday's race championship. 25 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, that's one of those things where they've been kind of just doing their own thing in the background of the big dogs fighting.
Yep.
And that's right where they want it. They're perfectly happy with that.
Here's WHM, and it appears that they have command of third. Not seeing Austin Holmes in the picture at this moment.
Yep.
So
WHM has worked its way up.
They're on the podium now in third. And now it looks like CR Racing is taking over fourth. They're 11 seconds off. Here comes Austin
Here
Holmes.
comes Austin Holmes.
Must have had some issue to fall back as much as they did. About 14 seconds off their pace from the previous lap.
WHM was as far back as 7th, and then 6th, and then 4th, and then 3rd now. They just picking them off.
There's a good shot overhead. Love that American flag across the deck of the WHM 40-foot skater.
And he's a loyal supporter of our president-elect.
He is. He is also a very good friend of Peter Ledden at Skater.
Oh, yeah.
Draws those boats up, sends it over to Peter. He claims to have his own shop there at Douglas, Michigan.
That's what I hear.
All buoys are gone from turn 2.
Oh,
man.
my.
Where'd they go?
Well,
People hit them? Oh, they're deflated. Well, they're going to have to deal with that because don't give these guys their own. Don't leave it up to them to where they're going to turn.
It'll be a much shorter course. They'll just come around turn 1 and cut it straight back in then.
Oh, Austin Holmes is down an engine, I think, coming out of the harbor.
He is.
that's whatever.
Off the camera.
Yeah, whatever whatever problem they had is
Exacerbated.
Yep, for their
One motor.
day.
More
Yeah.
attrition.
Yeah, more attrition.
And
IMCON
they're making a move straight to the crane, so
They're going to stay on plane and get it on in. Looks like they got both motors on. They're just having some trouble.
IMCON
Oh,
was the
okay.
first to fall after leading for 2 laps, and here comes the boat that was trailing them just by seconds and continues to run flawlessly here in Key West for the Southernmost Continental race here on Friday. Half the points. Part of a 2-day race for the Key West World Championships presented by Performance Boat Center. Dirty Money. One lap left on this race day for the Dirty Money Powerhouse race team. Gradell.
now at what point does Dirty Money start saying
Second.
maybe the luck's coming our way? Not yet?
Oh, not based on what happened this year.
No.
Not until you see that checkered flag pass by you.
That's what I'd be.
I mean, I think, talking to Britt Lilly, they felt snake bit. I mean,
Yep.
this stuff that, easily solvable, you would imagine. But,
Sounds like my morning.
yeah, there's WHM.
Third place. Second? No, third. Third.
Bow getting a bit of a rise there, coming in front of the fans.
What is that antenna-looking thing that's out on the foredeck of that boat?
And CR Racing now in 4th.
Go Pee-wee.
That antenna is probably so he can communicate with his onshore guys and make sure he doesn't lose connection with them being out there.
I've just never seen it that prominent before.
It's a tall one, huh?
Okay. Dirty Money knows what they need to do.
Back overhead of the WHM Motorsports, Jay Muller, Billy Moff, 40-foot skater with Sterling Power from the X Insurance Helicam.
Did we have the bagpipes yet this year?
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
him.
Maybe tonight. He did them at the street party last time
I'm
he did
sure.
that.
Okay.
And I believe that was in 2016 when he did that.
Watch our leader heading off for the final time towards turn number 1. The story really of the day, the water not as big as they thought it would be. The wind's definitely down, almost half of what they were yesterday, gusting after the hurricane passed well west of here. Though it was gusting into the 30s. The night before, on the day of the cancellation, we had winds gusting into the 40s. No way we could race. Race World Offshore course marshal Randy Burns making the good call. During race day, there was a tropical storm warning in effect for Key West. Yesterday, though, while testing was going on, talking about just massive waves out to
7 feet.
Yeah, on the outside of the course, and then today winds have come down substantially. Still, I mean, small crab warnings are up, but the waves more manageable, and all the boats doing well, and fingers crossed nobody hurt too bad. We did hear about a collision between two of the top boats in Mod V, and I know that no one was hurt in that, but there could be some damage to one or two boats in the Mod V class, and we'll try and sort that out. Eric will report on that on speedonthewater.com for you.
I just got a text from Jason Johnson at Speed on the Water. There's your winner, by the way.
Yep, Dirty Money takes the checkered flag.
Doc Jansen told him Austin Holmes spun in turn 2.
Oh, that's what happened to him.
Dirty Money will win the Super Cat race here for the Southernmost Continental Championship. Gradell will take second. Dirty Money, your Super Cat winner here today for the first day of racing in the Key West World Championships.
I saw the Speed Marine Mod V over there, and they did have some damage on their port side of that boat, some broken glass back by their engine compartment. Looked like somebody got into them over there in the turn, maybe.
Yeah, they came to the awards celebration not very happy. And
Yeah.
Let Steve Miklos know about it.
They'll just get to Home Depot and they'll get some resin and some glass and fix it up for Sunday.
Yeah, third place, WHM Motorsports. Fourth place, CR Racing. Just off the podium, but still in the points on. Anything can happen on Sunday. You get double points. Got to have a lot of stuff happen in front of you. The boats in the command, though, are on the podium today. Dirty Money and CJ Grant Racing, Gradell, and WHM Motorsports.
So now Brett and Bill can be happy. Finally.
But you can't be happy until Sunday. You know what they want. They want to be on the top of the podium. They want to be the world champion. They finished second to IMCON last year, and CR Racing took third. There's a good shot overhead of Bill Pyburn.
Or is that Britt?
Is that?
I can't tell.
I think that's Bill. Yeah, that's Bill, isn't it? Well,
it's one of the two guys.
Yeah.
It's either Bill or Britt.
It's a happy guy. We know that.
Well, there they are. Dirty Money overhead. Your
That's Britt
Super
Lilly.
Cat winner. That's Britt Lilly. Your winner today in Super Cat class.
What a race. What a start, too. Those guys were lined up really, really good on that start. That was a great start of the race.
388 skater with Goodwin Racing engines. With a hard-working crew. Met some of those folks down there, and they put a lot of time, energy, and effort. And that Dirty Money crew is on top of the world after a win today, the first day of 2 days of racing in the Key West World Championships.
And now Tyler and Myrick will go. I'm surprised they didn't go in to get in the Class 1 boat.
Yeah, they're in now. They just came across.
Yeah, they came
They didn't
across.
go in on their rescue, their support boat. Yeah, you're right. You think they would have gone across.